This is the accelerated learning program. Let me tell you, many years ago, there were typewriters. You know what typewriters are? Bam. Many years ago. And there were so many people who were good at using typewriters. Some of them were feeling super. I can type 200 words per minute, 500 per minute on a typewriter. Then computers came out. Those guys, some of them who were good with typewriters, said that I'm good with typewriter, I beg. I'm still making money with it. Why should I learn computer? I beg. I dey chop with this one. Some of them were smart enough to say, this computer thing, let us even learn it and see where it is going to. So those people decided to learn computers. Nowadays, do you know anybody who really makes money with typewriters? Answer me, do you know? Typewriters are obsolete. Computers are the in thing. Why I mention that is because in the area we are in now and forever, the fastest learners will be the ones to make the most money. They will always have money. You guys want to make money, Abi? Yes. If you can learn fast, consistently, then you can make money all the time. Nowadays, you know, maybe you are an accountant, you are using one software now. Next year, a new software has come out. People who are using that software, they start to charge 10 million per month just to use it for you. And you that are using the old one, they don't want to use you anymore. So if you don't upgrade quickly to learn the new one, what happens to you? You are out of work. It means you are out of work. That is why we need to be able to learn fast. The world is changing fast. Some of you guys were born inside the computer, inside the, what do you call it, internet. Like, Daddy, for example, now wasn't born inside it. To set up Facebook and stuff might be challenging for him. But you guys now, you can close your eyes and set up Snapchat. Is that not so? Yes, now. Habi, you close your eyes, you know you're on IG. Without opening your eyes, you know something, you know what is trending. You know how to switch. Older people don't have the advantage you have. And the information is so much everywhere now. You guys have to use it to make money. Now it depends on the fastest learner. So the reason for this program is to help you acquire skills to make you the fastest learner. Now, it's not just to pass the exam. Me, I don't care about exams because exams are just exams. You cram what is in a book or you read what's in a book and answer the question at the back of the book. Maybe that's the exam. Real life, they say, okay, there's a kind of cake. If you are a baker, if you like cake, a new design of cake trending now. And they say anybody that can design this kind of cake will pay you 10 million naira. And you see a video on that cake, and you are a slow learner. And this lady here sees the video, and she's a fast learner. She knows how to learn fast. Who will quickly learn and win the contract? The lady. That is what I am about. Not just passing and failing in school. No. So, let's go together on this journey, everybody. Now, accelerated learning, everybody. To accelerate means to be fast. Learning is life. We are in this life to learn. If you don't learn, you are going down. In order for you to be a learner, you need something. That is mindset. Everybody touch your mind. You guys are very smart. That's a trick question. That is a trick question. When I said touch your mind, some people are touching their breasts. Your mind is not here. Your heart is inside your chest cavity, yes. Your mind, your brain is there, and then if you open the brain, you can't see where the mind is anyway. But no brain, no mind, no mind, no brain. Your mindset is important. If you tell yourself that I don't want to learn something, I can't do something, what happens is you kill your brain. And your brain refuses to activate and learn that thing. But if you open your mind, because learning, whatever you will learn in life, you must make mistakes at some point. That's the truth. Mistakes are part of learning. If you don't make mistakes, you're learning, you might, if you are afraid to make mistakes, basically, what might happen is this: you might not learn, because it's like you want to learn a new language now. And when you say, okay, you're learning Yoruba, for example, and they say, Lokpo mi ewa, you say you should repeat it, you now say, if I make mistake now, oh, they will laugh at me. What will happen is that you won't practice it and you will not do it. And if you don't do it, you won't learn it. Make mistakes. Don't be afraid of people laughing. That's the secret. Don't be afraid of people laughing when you make mistakes, because make mistakes, correct them, move up. Make mistakes, correct them, move up. When I was in secondary school in GSS 3, going to SS1, I thought I was smart. Maybe I was, I was good in English language, literature, social studies. I loved those subjects. But because of television, I was seeing all these, we're watching foreign TV then, inventions and all those things. I hearing names like Einstein, all those science students, they know their daddy. Albert Einstein and all those people. So I said, those guys are the real smart guys. So I have to be like them, which is a lie of the devil. You don't have to be like anybody. So I carry my mumu self. I didn't evaluate myself to think about something, my strength. Things that come that I do and enjoy easily, I didn't follow them up. I went to science class, SS1. In fact, I was the class captain. I was feeling very fly, brilliant with myself, in myself. So, first term exam SS1 came. I was looking, before the first term, we started doing chemistry. Where are my science students? Let me see your hands up. Bless you, bless you. You guys, all right. So, thank you. So, I started doing chemistry. I saw periodic table, everything. Okay. I started seeing molecular formula, molecular structure. That was where I started having problems. Because the language of chemistry, I didn't put my heart to it. I didn't naturally pull to it, so I couldn't connect with the language of chemistry. Then physics also came. And personally, I know I don't enjoy long calculations like that. I don't enjoy it. I can learn, but I don't enjoy them. And it's hard to learn what you don't enjoy. Yes. So exam came. I try, manage. Class captain, I manage. I passed small. Second term exam, I managed, passed small. Third term exam, I managed, failed plenty. And so I was supposed to repeat SS1. But we Nigerians, we are too sharp for our own good. So I went and told my elder sister. She was in the university then. So she came home. I said, one teacher in school, he did not like my face. One thing, he did one thing. So he failed me. She looked at me like this. Mumu, you failed, shut up. She went to school with me. And then we went to beg. After begging and begging, maybe the man looked at me and liked my face and said, okay, he's a good boy, he doesn't cause trouble. Let's promote him on trial. I was promoted on trial to SS2, fine. After SS2, I managed. Then I learned how to do alpha. You don't write down. Give me the answer. You understand? I learned how to stretch my neck. You don't write down. Nothing to. Collect my guy. Don't worry. I'll buy food for you for break time. I passed to SS3. In SS3, you're on your own. We were on our own then anyway. So, wrote my heck. That time I tried though. God knows I tried. I jacked. I was reading the chemistry. The chemistry was not reading me. I was reading the physics. Physics was playing with me. Mike. I went to lesson. I got private teacher. Almost. I wrote the exam, Sha. I failed, Sha. You understand? But God so good. One day was as if one angel came to give me a knock on my head. Wake up, your father, wake up. So I sat down and thought about my life and said, you love reading novels, you like poetry, you can write poetry. you can write English. You know, in fact, one day when I was in SS1 or 2, I left my class. So I went to the art class to see a friend. Break was over. The teacher came into the class, so I couldn't just run out. I sat down with them. The teacher asked a question that, what is this? I think it was literature. What is this? All the guys in art class were looking. Me, Mumu, science student. I got up and said, the answer is X, Y, Z, Y, Z. I said, correct, give that boy a round of applause. Was I not supposed to be in art class? Me that I could not answer question in science class. I was answering question in art class. Eventually, when that angel gave me a knock on my head after failing WAEC, you know, I failed WAEC now. I'm proud of it. Don't be ashamed of your failures. Answer, tell him I'm at STC. Answer that call. Tell him I'm at STC. Just answer, put it on your ear. There's a red. Okay, leave my fools. Let's go on. So, I went, gathered myself, got all the things that I needed, bought literature, text, got the scheme of work, all the art class books, I got them, and started reading on my own. I went to the library, stayed there. I went every day. It was so much fun for me studying that. I started teaching people literature. I wrote the exam, I passed. I wrote JAMB, went to Unilag, and then thank God I graduated. So when I was in Unilag, there's another story. I wrote this book about experience in Unilag. This one is another story. This one has another story about where are you guys who wants to go to Unilag here? You know, I don't want to go to Unilag. You don't show na pepe. All right. All right, guys. So the essence of that story is this. You guys identify your strengths right now. Don't do follow. Don't do stuff because people are doing it. Identify your strengths and work along your strengths. Now, I want to show you something now that you will use to hack something. It's an exercise we will do together. But let's start. Everybody, if you have space to stand up, please stand up. If you're on the flanks, stand up. If you're in the middle, sit down. Come, if you're on the flanks, stand up. On the flanks, yeah. Come on, up. Let's go, people. Thank you. Now, quickly. Everybody, touch your toes. Touch your toes. Yes. Thank you. Now touch your knees. Touch your waist. Now wind your waist. All that. Fine. This is, see, what we are doing is something that has magic in it. You might not reckon. We'll go on, sir. Touch your tummy, your elbow, shoulder, neck, face, top of your head. Look at the ceiling. Those things we just mentioned, everybody carries them about. They are things we can use to memorize anything we want to memorize. A list of 10. If you want to prepare for exams and you have lists to memorize, you use what we just did now to peg them. I said peg. You will never forget. And after doing what we're going to do now, if I ask you next week what to memorize, you remember. Now sit down. Thank you for standing. We'll quickly memorize a list of 10 things. 10 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When I said touch something, your first touch was your toes, Abi? Second, your knees. Third, your fourth, your tummy. 5, your elbow. Thank you. 6, your shoulder, right? 7, your neck. 8, what did you touch? Face. 9, top of your head. Top. And 10, you look at the ceiling. These are pegs. Now let's randomly look at this room and mention 10 things. Anybody from there, give me one thing at all. Anything you can see or you have in your mind. Anything. Just mention one thing. Yes. Mention one thing. Snake. No, anything. Look around you. Mention one thing. Clock. Fantastic. All right. Table. 3. Board. Okay. Selfie stick. Okay. He said selfie stick or tripod. Which one? Tripod or selfie stick? Tripod. Which should we go with? Tripod. Tripod. Let's go with a tripod before everybody. What else? Phone. Oh yeah, now there are more things. Look around you. Books. What else? Pen. Which one? Chair or bag? Chair or bag? Okay. Now, before we start the technique, everybody wait. I want one person to memorize. One person who will volunteer to memorize this 10 things. You. Okay. Stand up. Stand up. Now, memorize them in 30 seconds. These 10 items, 30 seconds. 3, 4, let's count 30 for them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Add 10 seconds more for them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, are you good? Yes. Okay, come forward. Come forward. Come forward. You two come forward. Now stay here. Stay here. Stay here. Don't look at the. Let's be fair. Yeah, stay like this. Now, what they are going to do is, I will make them recall these things serially, meaning from 1 to 10, and then from 10 to 1, and then without any order. Are you ready to recall them? Yes. Let's use the other mic. Ready? What's number 1? Hold it.
Number 1. Clock.
Clock. Okay, number 2.
Table.
Number 3.
Board.
Number 4.
Tripod.
Number 5.
Phone.
Number 6.
Bag.
Number 7.
Pen.
Number 8.
Book.
Number 9.
Number 9. Window.
Number 10.
Number 10. Clock.
A round of applause for him. He got 4/10, right? Or 5/10? 5/10. Stay. Oh yeah, go ahead. Your turn now. Your turn. Number 1.
Clock.
Number 2.
Board.
Number 3.
Window.
Number 4.
Fan.
Number 5.
Tripod.
Number 6.
Bag.
Number 7.
Window.
Number 8. Number 9. Number 10.
Number 10. Door.
10 door. Okay, so
So I'm not true.
your number 10 is done now.
Yes, no, I'm not true.
Okay. Please, a round of applause for them.
So I'm not true.
Yeah, it's very normal. What is happening is normal. Until it's okay. Unless you have see, even before I learned how to use memory techniques, I could not memorize stuff like that. So, please, a round of applause for them. It's brave. They were brave for coming out. Thank you very much. Now, we will do something that will allow everybody here memorize them. And then you'll be able to recall them from 1 to 10, 10 to 1. If I ask you number 5, you remember. Ask you number 6, number 2. That thing we are going to do requires association. Everybody say association.
Association.
In order to learn new stuff, you have to associate it with something already in your mind. We have established this, so it is in our minds. And another thing is to do exaggeration. Say exaggeration. Exaggeration. And then make it abnormal. Abnormal. Let me ask you a question. If you wake up in the morning now, you brush your teeth, put on your uniform, and come to school, is that normal? No. Yes. It's normal. You wake up in the morning, you have your bath, brush your teeth, come. It's normal. If you wake up in the morning, one day for example, and then you pick up your brush to brush, and your toothbrush starts to talk to you and say, your teeth will kill me. You put me in your mouth, I will die. Drop me. Is that normal? No. Will you forget that experience? No. Therefore, abnormality stays. That is a memory trick. If you can make something abnormal, that thing will stay in your memory for as long as you desire. So let's memorize these 10 items. Everybody, let's go together. Ladies, hello, my love. Hi. How are you doing? I love you so much right now. Let's go on. So these things here will be our pegs. Everybody say pegs. Pegs. They are permanently in our memory card. Because we have them. So first is what? Toes. Say toes. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Seventh. 8, 9, 10. They are there. Let's use these things to remember these things. Association, abnormality, exaggeration, imagination. We'll use them. Now, clock, toes. What we'll do is, in your imagination, imagine your toes are wearing shoes made of clock. Where is the clock here? Imagine this clock, for example, is a shoe. And you're trying to put on a clock. Put on a clock and wear a clock on your feet with your toes sticking out of a clock. And then you try it, the clock breaks. Bah. Is it normal to wear a clock around your toes? No. On your toes? Are you sure? You should try wearing a clock. Get up, let me see you. Wear a clock. Wear a clock on your toes. On your toes. It's abnormal. Really abnormal. Is it normal? All right. So we've just done number 1. Number 2, knees. Say knees. Knees. This is what we want to remember. Table. Table. Now, you wake up one morning and you find out that your knee has become so big and they put a plate of hot rice on the table. Your knee has become a table. And you are walking around with a table for a knee. You don't have a knee anymore. You have a table. You have a table. How can you do that? Abnormal. Number 3, waist. 3 is what? Waist. What we want to remember is board. Look at this board. Everybody, this board here. Imagine this board stands up with legs and comes and grabs this boy's waist and says, "Hey baby." The board holds it and says, "Hey baby, will you dance with me, baby?" And you say, what will you say to the board? Nothing. You will dance with the board. And the board is rocking him. Your waist, your waist. Is that normal? Yeah, so we have that. Number 4, tripod. Tummy. Now look at this tripod. You wake up one morning and a tripod comes out of your tummy. And you shout, "Jesus, mommy, where are you?" As your mommy is coming, another tripod is coming out from her tummy. As you pull that tripod out, another tripod comes out. And another tripod comes out. And another tripod comes out. So what will you do? Okay, let's stay there. 5, elbow. 5, phone. What's your best phone? Your best phone? An iPhone. Now, somebody buys you an iPhone. Maybe your uncle or your daddy or somebody buys you an iPhone for your birthday. The iPhone he bought for you, instead of it to be an Apple iPhone, it is a banana iPhone. And you say, Uncle Mike, this is not an iPhone, this is a banana phone. What is this? Angrily, you jump on it like a wrestler and give it an elbow smash. Oh yeah, smash that banana phone with your elbow now. Smash it and return it to your uncle. And elbow that uncle again. Smash the phone with your elbow. Let me see your movement. Put your elbow in the phone. Fantastic. Let's go on. 6, shoulder. Here, what are we trying to remember here? Fan. Everybody, touch your shoulder. Now, make your shoulders long in your imagination. Make them very long. The shoulders are long. Shoulders are long. Your shoulders are very long. And so on your shoulders now, you have 2 fans coming out. 2 fans spinning. And the fans actually lift you up like a helicopter. From your shoulders. And they bring you back down. Did you feel it? Did you go up? You didn't go up. Your fan is not working. Did you go up? Elijah, did you go up?
Yes.
It lifted you up. Fantastic. 7 here, window. What do we have here? Let's say your neck extends, gets very long and fat. Your neck becomes fat. Very fat. And one day you look in the mirror, suddenly a window opens from your neck and a rat comes out of the window of your neck. And the rat closes the window back in your neck. What happens to your neck? These things are bizarre, they are abnormal. People don't remember normal things. Let's go on. 8th thing here is what? Door. Door, right? What's the peg? Face. So what happens to your face? You are walking here. Suddenly, somebody smashes the door on your face. And instead of your face breaking, the door breaks. Because your face is made of iron. The door breaks and crumbles, and they call you Iron Face. No, not Iron Man. Iron Face. Number 9 thing here is what? Pen. Pen. What are we trying to... Our peg here is top. Top, top, top. So what can pens do to your head? What? Pens. How many? Okay, let's have pens, like 5 pens going into your head. 1 pen, 1 blue pen, 1 red pen, 1 yellow pen, 1 purple pen going into your head. Fantastic. Then finally we have ceiling, bag. Everybody look up at the ceiling. You look up and you have bags falling from the ceiling. Fine designer bags, Louis Vuitton bags, Gucci bags falling from the ceiling, and you are grabbing them and grabbing them, and the more you grab the bags, the more they fall from the ceiling. Clean these things for me. We have memorized them without knowing. Clean. Not this one, not those ones, not those ones, just these ones. Okay, time for the test. Test time, everybody test time. Number 1, to remember, what happened to your toes? Clock. Number 2, what happened to your elbow, your knees? Number 3, what happened to your waist? Number 4, your tummy. Number 5, your elbow. Number 6, your shoulder. Number 7, your neck. What happened? Number 8, your face. Number 9, your head. Number 10. Now, fantastic. Now I will call 1 or 2 or 3 in any order, reverse order. You'll be able to recall. Whether you believe it or not, you will. Are you willing to go? Don't worry. Write those pegs again for me. The ones you cleaned. Yes, go and write them. The ones you cleaned. Are you ready, my dear? Oh yeah, on your feet. Please, a round of applause for that beautiful woman. Please, 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 please. Please come forward. She will remember them in reverse order. Without those other guys scored 5 and 3/10. She now reverse order. Okay, normal order 1 to 10 first. Number 1.
Clock.
Number 2.
Table.
Number 3.
Board.
Number 4.
Tripod.
Number 5. What's your elbow doing?
Phone.
Thank you. Number 6.
Phone. Fan.
Fantastic. Number 7.
Window.
Awesome. Number 8.
Door.
Number 9.
Pen.
Number 10.
Bag.
Fantastic. A round of applause for her. Now wait, she's going to do more. In reverse order, calm down. Just relax. What is number 10? Put the mic on. Number 10.
Bag.
Is she correct? What's number 1?
Clock.
What is number 5?
Phone.
What is number 3?
Board.
What is number 6? Don't whisper to her. Come on. Number 6. What happened to your shoulder?
Fan.
What is number 9?
Pen.
A round of applause for her. Now, she's not the only one that can do that. Everybody that actually did this can do that. Somebody else should come and try. Let's have a boy now. You want to do it?
No, sir.
Come on now. In any order now. Guys. In any order. What's number 2?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Clock 1. Board. Clock knee. Table.
Don't tell him now. If you know it, come forward. What is number 1?
Number 1. Clock.
What is number 4?
Tummy. Tripod.
Number 6.
Tummy. Fan.
Number 7.
Number fan. Fan.
Your neck. Number
Neck.
7. Number 7. What happens to your neck?
Neck. Window.
And number 10.
Number 10. Bag. This.
All right, guys. Hello. Hello, Auntie. Peanuts. Thank you. Please 1 minute. Whether you know it or not, what you just learned is what some of the very best learners in the world do. Some of the very best learners around the whole world is what they do to graduate as first-class students in any university around the world. So put your mind there. Now let's move to other parts of this. When I was in the 100 level in Unilag, you know, I got admission.
You are making noise, bro.
First semester 100 level. I thought university was just normal, fun, because there were no parents around, no mommy, no daddy. You could do anything. So I was doing everything. I would go to parties every weekend. Friday we'll go to party, Saturday party, Sunday party, drink all the beer we could drink, you know. Instead of going to class in the evenings, go to Moremi, go to Amina, girls' hostels, meet all the fine girls, just kept on doing. I didn't go to class. Even my classmates did not know me in class. I kept on doing that. When we got to exam period, naturally, I didn't know what to write in the exam. So, my first semester GPA was a terrible GPA. I think it was 1 point GPA or less than 1 point GPA. All of you want to go to university, right? What does GPA mean? Let me tell you what GPA is. What you go to university for. That's the reason you go to a university. That's what they will give you when you go. And that's what they will first ask you when you graduate from school. If you are looking for a job or you want to do anything, they will first ask you your GPAs. And my own GPA in first semester 100 level was almost nothing. And then if you don't, if your GPA is bad from first semester 100, finals, that problem will affect you till you graduate. AY is also your GPA from 100 level first semester is bad. Till finals, it will affect. It's not like secondary school where when you finish GS1, Ojoro Council start afresh. No, that one the problem will follow you till you go, till you graduate. You get it? GPA means grade point average. Thank God, second semester, I said, okay, enough of the playing. Let's get serious. Then I started to learn about the university system. Some of my friends did not graduate from school. Some of them spent 6 years studying a 4-year course. Some of them spent 7 years doing a 4-year course. Not because they were not intelligent, but because they did not pay attention to the school system. I didn't have an extra year. I spent normal 4 years in school because I quickly learned what I should learn. That was why, because of my friends that failed though, was why I put this book together for them. And then everybody who has gotten it has benefited from it, you know. I learned that you can't be studying the way everybody is studying. You can't be doing things. You have to do everything. You have to have fun in school. When you go to university, you have to have fun, right? But you have to face your academics. Therefore, you need time. You need to be quick with your learning so that your fun, your social life will not suffer. You also have to pay attention to your academics so that your academics will not suffer. Come in accelerated learning. How do you read? Before you start reading, you need to be in a state of mind, or else you'll be wasting your time. We call that a resourceful state of mind. Picture this. If, for example, you are worried that you haven't spoken to your mom all day and maybe she's sick or in a hospital, and you are told to read, be honest with yourself. Will you actually be able to read well? No. Because you'll be worried. Meaning your state of mind is not resourceful to allow you read. Are you with me? It means that state of mind is not good enough for you to read. Or, so what do you do in that situation? Do you abandon your book and travel all the way, if you are in the University of Ibadan, and travel all the way to Lagos to see your mom? What if the exam is in a few weeks and you can't afford to travel? You keep on worrying. Here is one thing you can do, just one thing. This, before you read, decide that maybe you want to read by 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Tell yourself, I will call mommy by 6:30. Are you sure? Are you clear? Tell yourself that problem, give it a time. Say, I will call mommy by 6:30. Let that problem stay there. Once you do that, your mind agrees and allows you focus on what you want to study. That's how to deal with problems that are disturbing your mind when you want to read. Put a time on them and push them to a time where you know you will do them, or else you won't be able to focus. That's one thing you can do. When you get a book to read, for example, first thing you should do is not just jump on the book. No. In studying, you need to build time. You need time management. I'll ask you a question. Who reads regularly here? Anybody who reads often? Nobody reads in this class again. You are calling. What about you? If you read for 2 hours straight, it's a problem. You have mental fog. If you read for 1 hour straight, even, you develop mental fog, meaning that it will get to a point you will only remember the top and the bottom of what you have read. It's hard to remember the body of the knowledge you just studied. So don't read for 1 straight hour. No. Read in time blocks of 30 minutes. 30 minutes time block. And then 10 minutes review. Review 10 minutes. Read for 30 minutes, stop reading, and 10 minutes, review what you read immediately. Immediately, stop 30 minutes, 10 minutes, stretch your body like this, move, relax your body, and then think about it. What have I read? What have I gained? What's the author talking about here? Did I understand what I just read? Ask yourself questions about it. 10 minutes. After that, start your reading again. So you can do 40 minutes 3 times. 10 minutes read, 30 minutes read, 10 minutes review. 30 minutes read, 10 minutes review. Like that. It's best for your brain. I'm telling you, it helps your brain to relax and start. That's one trick you can do about time management when it comes to studying. Don't forget to do that. Now, when you read in proper. First things first, you don't just take a book and start reading. Blah, 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 blah. You try and read chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. And start. It's going to be difficult, especially if it's a new material. Why is that? Because the brain learns by association. Don't forget, the brain learns by what? Association. Repeat that. The brain learns by association. You attach new material to old material. Let me tell you a word now. What does supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, what does it mean? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, what does it mean? You cannot understand that word because it does not relate to anything you already know. Your brain learns by association. Put something new on top of something already established. That's how to learn. Therefore, when you pick up a book the first time, what you do is scan the book. First thing first is, there's a technique called speed reading. Speed reading, some people can read at 500 words per minute. Most people read at 200 words. Some people that are slow read at 100 words, really slow. But people that are fast read 500, 600. If super fast is 100, is 1,000 words per minute. And believe me, they remember. If you can read 500 words per minute, you can finish a book like this in 10 minutes or 5 minutes and know it. Let's leave speed reading. There are techniques. I will show you 1 or 2 speed reading techniques, just 1 or 2. Now, in reading, first thing you do is you scan the material. You get a book, look at the cover, go to the content page, read the content page and say, okay, what's it saying? Fine. You go to the back. If it has any information on the back, read it. That shouldn't take you up to a minute. Then you go into the book. You go to each chapter. You read the first chapter. You look at the title. Okay. If there's a subtitle, look at it. Don't read. Just look at it and say, okay, here it says warning. Then you keep on going. Look at a title, subtitle. Look at them. By the time you do that for the whole book, maybe 10-15 minutes, what happens is you establish familiarity with the material in your mind, and you haven't even started reading. So don't forget, scan whatever you are going to read. First thing you should do is scan the material. Scan it. Scan. It's very important. Then you can start reading. After scanning, you start reading. It becomes easier. One other technique you can do, when you are reading, you like to take notes, right? You jot. The best way, I think, or I have learned for note taking is something called mind mapping. Or let's change the order of this thing. Map, scan, mind map. Don't worry, we'll be done in a bit. Mind mapping. Mind mapping is a method that helps you organize your brain. Helps you store information and retrieve them easily. This is an example of a mind map. If a book has 10 chapters, for example, and the title of the book is maybe Maths. Chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, for example. You create the subtitles of the chapters like that. What happens is, anytime you look at your map, you know what the book is talking about. You don't have to be turning page. You know that chapter 1 has so and so, 2 has so and so, and then you can grow your mind map. Whatever you learn in chapter 1, you add it to the map. A, B. Whatever you learn in chapter 7, you can add it. Ever since I learned how to use mind map, Believe me, I just read a book once, map it. I might not go back to the book for 6 months. All I do is carry my map, and then I know what, I remember all I've read. So learn how to mind map. You can find out about mind maps. Go online, find out more about mind maps. Mapping is an excellent, where's that rag? Excellent tool for taking notes. Cloth for cleaning the board. Is that it? Is that it? Thank you. So, as you read and you mind map, include memory techniques. Memory techniques like what we did before with your body. If you are reading government or history or something, and you have to remember the dates of so and so and so, just put them on your body, on your toes. Nigeria had 1960 independence. On your knees, the first president. On your waist, the first Nigeria was created in so and so. On your tummy, and the more as you do that, you find out that that information stays. Is fantastic for examination. Fantastic for examination. Use memory techniques while studying. Let me mention some of them, like the one you did, your body peg. There's also memory palace. A memory palace is, everybody's familiar with their house. You know how your house looks, right? You know how your parlor looks, how your bedroom looks. You know your own parlor and your bedroom. If you want to remember something, for example, you know where the TV is, where the bed is, where the fridge is, where the cupboard is. You want to remember some things. In your mind, remember your house. Then put the first thing you want to remember. 1960 on the fridge. Muhammadu Buhari on the telly. You know, amalgamation 1914 on the bed. What happens is, as you move in your mind and you want to remember what's on the TV, what's on the chair, what's on the bed. What happens is, it just makes it come back to you. So memory palace, you can go on and find out more about these informations. Are everywhere. You just have to apply them. And then you have number image, and then number rhyme. And then you have number rhyme. You guys can move to the back, please. Please. Thank you for cooperating. Thank you. All right. So these are some memory techniques you should learn more about. You can learn about them to improve your learning. Learn about them. And if you want to learn about them, I can be of help, but not today, Sha. It takes to remember numbers also. There's a major system. So basically, let's wrap up. Basically, before you start reading, before we go on, has anyone got a question here? No question. Any questions? Fantastic. So, God bless you.
If you are reading a novel and you are reading your book, why do you always read it differently? The novel, you can read it, you just rush and read it, and you remember, but your note, if you start reading it, you will not remember it.
Okay, fantastic. She said, if you are reading a novel, you can enjoy it and read it fast and remember. But if you are reading a textbook, it's difficult for you to read fast and remember. First of all, it's easier to remember something that is fun. Is that not so? When you are having fun, you enter a state called flow. You put your spirit into that thing. You are not conscious of your environment. When you're having fun, really, you don't care about distraction. You put all your attention there. So if you're reading a novel you really enjoy, before you know it, you finish the book. Why? Because you are immersed in it. You put your mind into it. It's your state of mind. You enter flow when working with something that is fun. But if the book, your academic book, is hard to read, if you think it is hard to read, you have to first deal with your state of mind. First tell yourself that, people that are Christians, as a man thinketh, Abi, just tell yourself that I can learn this thing, it's easy. Remind yourself that, yes, I can understand, I can learn. Let your mind be ready. Put yourself in a state of mind by reassuring yourself that I can learn this thing. So that once you start to read that book that is hard, you make a mistake, you calm down, pick it up, relax, pick it up again, and relax. Thank you. Anybody with another question? Any other questions? Okay, let's wrap up here. So, first things first, resourceful state of mind. If you are worried by something, clear your mind. Give that problem a date and time, you will resolve it. Don't leave it hanging. If it's hanging, it will always come. Give it a time. Give it 8 o'clock in the night, I will handle it. Give it tomorrow morning by 5 o'clock, I will handle the problem. Put it somewhere so it won't come back and bother you. Then next thing, when studying, time management. Study in time blocks. Don't read for 1 hour straight. It's hard. Study in time blocks. 30 minutes and then review for 10 minutes and read again. Another thing is, learn these studying techniques. Before you read, scan. I forgot to mention pacing. When you are reading and you want to read fast, use your finger or a pen. It has been proven scientifically that to read fast and reduce waste of time, use your finger. Just the way small children learn how to read. I'm telling you, it's very effective for speed reading. Put your finger, it's called a pacer, under what you are reading. Let it guide your eyes like that. Pace the material. Pace the material. Follow your finger. It helps you focus and makes your reading fast. One thing you should also try to eliminate when reading is subvocalization. Subvocalization is talking in your head when reading, or trying to read the material out. It also wastes time. Although there are some things you want to read and speak out when reading, fine. But you don't have to do that for anything you read, everything you read. For example, if you are reading a book, okay, let's do this example. I will say a word now and ask you a question. Everybody listen. Elephant. When I said elephant, what happened in your mind? Did you see an elephant? You didn't see an elephant. What did you see? I said elephant. What did you see in your mind? The animal. Elephant. What comes to your mind? The animal. Did you see the spelling? E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T. You saw the spelling or you saw the animal? Meaning that when reading, you don't have to say the words all the time. Just trust yourself that you see it and it comes to your mind. By doing that, it prevents you from going back and trying to catch the line again. If you subvocalize, if you're always saying it, you'll be going back. But once you remove that, knowing fully well that words are symbols of things. Words represent things, images. So you see the word, image comes to your mind, move. So those are things about speed reading that you should know. So learn mind mapping. Take notes in map form. It's easy to upload material in your brain. That's how the brain actually works. When you start listening, writing normally, the brain doesn't work like that. That's why you keep on, But when you map and use pictures and symbols and images, your brain loves color. Brain loves picture. So try to always use picture in your learning, in your studying. Put pictures. The way small, little children learn is the best way to learn. That's why most Nigerians, when they go to America, People that were getting 5 over 100 before, in America, they start getting 90 over 100. You have friends like that too. Because the way they teach in some of those schools is different from here. There, they use multisensory, pictures, words, and all those things, and it just comes out. Your brain picks things and you are good to go. You know? So learn some of these things. Go online and find out about these things. Memory palace, number images are memorization techniques. The more you practice these things, believe me, you'll find out that at some point you don't have to consciously do them anymore. All you have to do is just pick up a book and they are your own. And then to get 10 A's in your exam will come naturally. To graduate, to pass very well in JAMB and WAEC will come very easily. To graduate as the best in your class, in your university, will come easily. Just by hacking your brain. And you will have time to go and learn how to play music. If it's music you want to go and play. If it's dance class you want to be going. Everything will be taken care of because you won't spend 20 hours reading. You'll be able to spend like 5 hours reading or 4 or 3 hours reading and then 3 hours dancing and 2 hours watching Big Brother Naija. Whatever you want to do, as long as you have a technique for studying, you are covered. So at this point, I would like to stop this whole process. I say, yeah. Before you go, I would like you guys to quickly give us feedback on this content. Don't worry, it won't take you more than 2 minutes. Thank you very much for your attention. Woo. Thank you. That was the Accelerated Learning Program at STC College, Surulere.